Mary Jo for Off the Trails. Do you believe in ghosts? We're about to take a ghost tour, St. Petersburg. So come along and maybe we'll see something, or at least hear some interesting stories.
I want to welcome everybody to the ghost tour of St. Petersburg. My name is Joanne.
My name's Count Lurking. I want everyone to say that.
Count Lurking.
Okay, now that I didn't hear anything.
Count Lurking.
Right. The reason I want you to do that, you've all brought cameras, have you not? Okay, do they all work?
Yes.
They're probably working now. They may not work later on. However, if you take a picture, have any of you ever been on a ghost tour?
No.
In fact, Joanne and I will be in front of you. I don't know who it will be. However, if you take a picture and you have a ghost appear, I want you to holler my name as loud as you can. And my name is what?
Count Lurking.
Right. It will do two things. It'll alert the people around you that you have seen a ghost, and it'll give me the opportunity to run the hell away from you.
Next picture might. Or it's not until you get home and put it on your computer and get it much larger, you might see an image. So don't delete anything until you get home. Camera starts acting really strange. Perhaps it freezes up, it goes dead on you, or you'll get nothing but a black picture. It's not your camera. There is something with the spirits in this particular area that the camera just kind of whacks out on you. So this is one of the most common spots. Here we are at the world famous Vinoy. How many of you know about the Vinoy? Yes? No? It's actually was under paranormal investigation. You can catch it on Hulu, and you can catch some of it on YouTube. That Ghost Hunters was here and actually did a filming back in October 2008. And there's all kinds of happenings at this Vinoy, but we'll stick with the most common one, and the main story is the lady in white.
Do follow us, and we will show you a place along our tour where a ghost did appear in the photograph. It didn't do anything to me, but kind of when I saw it, scared the living daylights out of me. Now, the story I'm going to tell you is on our tour, there was a couple that came along to find out what the heck was going on with the Vinoy. And he said that he and his wife were sleeping one night. By the way, there is a room that they do not rent out at the Vinoy. If you ask the management what that number of that room is, they will not tell you. Everything has been removed from that room. And if for some reason, if you try to book that room, they'll say it's already been taken. So, this husband and wife team came on a tour and told us that the night before, or some night during while their stay was here, that he was awoken in the middle of the night, and standing at the foot of his bed was this lady dressed in white. He nudges his wife, and his wife wakes up and also sees it at the foot of the bed. He asks, "Can I help you?" And immediately, she just disappears. There's also another story where one of the employees, if you want to find out the straight, skinny, and the dirt on these places, don't ask management. Don't ask them at all. Go find an employee and talk to him or her.
Well, unfortunately, it was a European restaurant that is closed down about 6 weeks ago. But back in the 1920s, this was the home of Albert and Hattie Blocker. And the home was given to them as a wedding gift by Hattie's parents. And it is said that Hattie Dean has never left the home where she has raised her family and her 2 children, that she still roams the floor, of the second floor of this beautiful Victorian home. Now the second floor, when the owners did occupy...
What do you think so far?
Button fee, and you get to do all the activities that are around. We hold little mini ghost tours back and forth from this hotel to the other hotels, and that's included with your button price that they charge you for coming down here. Last year we pushed through about over 600 people and had to actually turn people away. So keep that in mind for New Year's Eve. It's just kind of something fun to do when it's down here. You want to go see it?
Anyhow, there was about a 19-year-old boy who sat in a corner. He had one of these fancy cell phones or whatever, and he took a picture. Well, as I was giving my talk, I happened to feel some cold air come blowing down the backside, backside of my head on the left side. Anyway, when my story was over with, he brings the thing up to me and he says, "What is this?" And I said, "What am I looking at?" And he draws with his finger on the display. There was an entity that was standing behind me, suspended from the ceiling, and the total height, just by taking a look at it, the surroundings, was approximately 6 or 7 foot tall. You could see its eyes, its nose, its mouth, and its left eye. And it was looking at the left side of my back head. And he had a nasty scowl on his face. That creeped me out. Showed it to the other employees in the hotel, and it creeped them out also. I asked the individual to email me that photograph. Now, whenever I ask people to do that, I have no idea what happens to that person with a photograph, but I never receive it. Also, we wanted to...
What do you think? Are you believing yet?
You see right there, this whole gray area coming in, and an orb, and there's maybe 2 orbs up there, another one.
It's a good one.
Sad for some, happy for others. The staff was ecstatic. They thought that the old pirate was dead and gone. So they thought. Now, almost immediately after Charles passed away, weird things started happening in the hotel. After they went up and cleaned the rooms, prepped for the next incoming guests, bedspreads and pillows and everything were torn apart, thrown on the floor. Just clean bathrooms, towels and washcloths were thrown. They just vacuumed the carpet, dirty all over again. So was Charles still around, critical of the substandard work that the staff was doing? Well, the staff insisted upon it. In fact, some of them around snapped the picture, and it was this most distorted, unusual picture. And I mean, she wasn't shaking or anything. She just snapped that picture, and it was the strangest thing. And if you go on Facebook under Ghost Tours, you'll see during one of his tours, somebody snapped the picture, and there was an orb right under that TV. And
My chair.
make sure you put your chair.
These are some of the photographs that Greg got. You can see the orbs. You want to point them out, Greg?
Mm-hmm. There's one right here, and one right here. And this whole ghostly, dark apparition that came out over him. There's a lot of orbs in this.
See the orbs.
This gray area again, and you got one, another, 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 and another, right there.
Spirits like him or they don't.
Does that
There's
make it
clear
clear for
orbs,
you?
yes, you can see them clearly.
Yeah, one little one here, and a very defined one right there.
Yeah, point out that third one.
Okay, third one right here, very light, right there. This is a really sharp one.
Are there ghosts here? You decide.